Greetings. In this video, we are going to see one of the recently most popular tool in data science space is called Google Collaboratory, which is also known as Google Colab. I'm going to give a brief introduction about what is Google Colab and how to set up in our Google account, then how to use that for machine learning models. Come on, let's get on to it. What is Google Colab? Google Colab is a free online cloud-based Jupyter notebook environment which allows the user to create a machine learning and deep learning models. On top of that, it provides a cloud computing environment so that all those resources are coming as a free for a developer to create a machine learning model. And if you look at the features of Google Colab, the first and most feature is it's a cloud-based interactive computer environment which allows to access the GPUs like Tesla K80, which is higher in the efficiency of cloud computing, and also gives TPUs access as completely free. And it also allows to integrate Google Drive to store and create a model. So we all know that the Google account by default gives 15 gigabytes of storage in a Google Drive. So that can be used as a storage for models that are created. And also it provides a way to clone GitHub repositories inside the Colab. For example, if you are creating a project in a GitHub, that can be easily integrated with the Colab. And furthermore, it gives 12 hours of continuous execution time for deep learning models, which are built on top of a huge data set, which requires more amount of time to get trained and build a model. So this gives 12 hours of continuous execution time. So that means if you start the model, and it can run up to 12 hours of time. Come on, let's see how to set up and how to run a model in a Colab. First thing, I'm gonna start a Chrome browser and I'm going to my drive of Google. So this is my Google Drive, and I'm gonna create a folder called machine learning.space. Okay, so once I get into that folder, I click new and more and Google Collaboratory. So here you can see the menu Google Collaboratory. So this creates a basic notebook of Jupyter. So we can create a model on this notebook. So before we create anything here, let's explore this interface. So here I have the left pane for viewing the sections and the files and all those code snippet. On the right hand side, it's editor interface where I can create a code and text cells for us to create a notebook, right? So let's and also it gives a way to execute the Linux command. For example, you can see the list of files that are available in the current directory, and I can also see what is your current directory by executing this commands. So this is completely a cool feature where you can execute the Linux command, which is completely operating systems command, on the notebook itself. So we'll see what are the configuration that gives by default by looking at the CPU information. Okay, so I have given the cat command. Okay, here we go. So it gives a two-core processor of cloud instance with a processor of Intel Xeon type with 2.2 gigahertz, which is quite good. So each processor has 2.2 gigahertz of speed. How about the memory? Let's see the memory of So I give mem info. Alright, so here we go. We have 13 gigabytes for memory space, which is quite decent, isn't it? Alright, so we can also do a lot of other things like downloading data sets of your interest from Google repository. So I have this data set from Google APIs. So let me download using wget. So I give a command where to store. I'll store it in a sample data set. Alright, so let me execute it. So this will fetch the data set from the Google API storage and saves it in a sample data. So let's see where it is stored. So sample data set. Here we go. Okay, let's explore what is there in the file. By exploring, we can use head command. So I give head command with the top 5 lines. So of the file that we downloaded, so which is in dataset iris training.csv. So these are the topmost 5 lines of dataset that we downloaded. We can also change this command by giving the number of lines that we are interested in. Alright, so one of the key important aspect that we need to look into Colab is the runtime. We can change the runtime type by selecting the hardware accelerator that we are interested in. It's just either CPU, GPU or TPUs. So let me select the GPUs. So by saving it, it reinitializes the kernel and the runtime so that we can use the GPU for accelerating our computation power. So how do we do that? Let's import the TensorFlow first. TensorFlow as a TF. So recently Google has upgraded Google Colab with TensorFlow 2.2. Previously it used to have 1.5 as a default TensorFlow version. Now they've upgraded to version 2.2, which is quite good. So let's see the versions of TensorFlow. It is 2.2 now. Okay, so we'll see whether we have enabled the GPU or not. So there is a method called list physical devices. So we give a GPU and it will give the list of GPUs that are available for us to access in our machine learning model. Here we go. So we have a physical device GPU of an ID 0 is enabled for us. On a similar fashion, we can change the accelerator type to TPUs for utilizing the TPUs that are available in the system. Okay, that's all about this video of introduction on Colab. I hope you like it. Please do like and subscribe my channel for the future videos. Thank you very much.